What's up, everyone? Sitting outside, standing in front of my Smittybilt XL rooftop tent. I've had it for maybe 8 months or so, and we have used it a crap ton. So I am gonna go ahead and do like a little walkthrough about it, what I think about it, and everything like that. So um, if you guys want to see a setup video, I can do that. Figure there's plenty out there, but I just want to give my opinion of this tent. So let's go. So let's go over with some of the stuff that came with it. It did come with a extension for your cigarette lighter adapter to get up inside the tent. Not sure exactly how long that is. Came with USB port that you can actually hook into this part here, so you're able to have some kind of power up in there. It's got a USB to hook up to the light that's inside that came with it, and once we get up in there I'll go over that. Some tie down straps, I assume are for the corners up here on both sides. Came with the brass rods to hold the rain flies open with, obviously 6 of those, and as you can see, I mean, it opens up pretty well. You get a lot of good venting in through there, a lot of good wind that comes through it as well. So like I said, we've had this thing out for probably more than 20 times, and we've never had a single issue with it. One of the bolts did come off of for the bar that comes across in the inside, but it was easy enough to tighten back down. I can't open that one all the way just because it's so close to my cab. Whatever, no big deal. It works great just opening it partially. So let's get up inside of it and take a look at it. Oh, and first, before we do that, it did come with a shoe bag. Pretty deep pockets in there. We usually keep a light in there. Velcro, you can shove your shoes inside there. On the other side as well, it's got like a mesh so that if you put something in there wet, maybe it'll dry. I normally just throw my keys in there and we put our shoes out on the rug. So it's got the telescoping ladder, obviously, and we've had this thing fully extended, and we've had it we're parked off a ledge, so it works great. It's fairly sturdy. We haven't had an issue with it of something that breaking or anything like that. It's got the poles that go across up here. I've only got one in there right now, but it came with 3 shorter ones that will go on this side, come out of this little hole here and shoot down into that bar there. Same thing on the other side, and then a longer one that'll run all the way across in the middle. So now we'll go inside. Alright, so like I mentioned before, there's the LED light up here. I don't think I've ever used it. Normally we just bring a flashlight up here and climb up here when it's already dark or whatever. We use a flashlight. So, but there's plenty of room. You got the skylights up top, which I typically keep open just because it's kind of nice to look up and see the stars and stuff. If we know it's not gonna rain, we'll just keep them open. Unzip the screen part on here, and it almost gives it like, I mean, it's pretty clear. It's really good for stargazing and stuff if that's what you want to do. We have stayed in here when it got down to about 40 degrees maybe, something like that, and basically zipped up all the windows and left it just a little bit cracked. Had it all the way zipped up. Here, I'll show you. And just left it open about like that much on just that only window, and it did really good. We didn't have hardly any condensation or anything like that inside the tent. It stayed fairly warm with us in here, no heater or nothing like that. You can unzip or undo that window there completely, and it's really nice to be able to pull your pillows and everything out of there, or if you just want to open it up, you know, no bugs are around or something like that, just open that thing up and have some, you know, more air flowing through here, which is really nice. But it does get kind of warm in here in the middle of the day, so I always keep those windows open to try and let some of that heat out. But like I said, before. I've had this in a couple rainstorms. I did have a little bit of an issue leak, but it wasn't that much. It was just a couple drops, as if maybe somebody spilled water, just a little bit of water. It wasn't anything major, just some droplets. But it leaked right out of here, and I'm not sure if I didn't have this closed up all the way, and so it came through. But there are I'll show you this side because I messed that other one up. But inside here, you've got a locking piece that you can push down, so that way the tent side doesn't pop up or anything like that, so it holds it down pretty well. And I had those both locked, and I forgot to unlock that other side and ended up damaging it, so I need to get a hold of them and get another part ordered. But you can just take these brass rods off and then let these pop down and then hook them into this little piece here, whatever you call it, into the eyelet, and it will hold those windows shut if you know it's going to be like a real bad rainstorm, or you just want to keep as much heat as you can in there. This part here will roll down, zip up on both sides, and it keeps it pretty sealed up. Like I said, we had rain last night. It rained pretty good. The first time we stayed in it, it poured down rain, probably 30-40 mile-an-hour winds, and it stayed up there no problem. So the mounting hardware that typically comes with it is not what I have on here. I stole this mounting bracket. As you can see, it's like a loop because I have some thicker pieces here, so I had to buy some longer bolts. But this came off an FRS tent system setup, and I just kind of like these a little bit better because I could use those shorter bolts and not have the longer ones. And that's a 1x1 square tubing bed rack that I built because I just didn't want to buy one. But it's been on there, I think we got it in the middle of February, and it's been on there ever since. I haven't taken it off. Cover's not really fading that much, a little bit. There's some spots on the tent itself that are kind of fading, but it's more of where, I don't know if I'll be able to see it or not, but it's like this piece here that kind of gets the sunlight underneath here, and you can unzip this all the way. I like to just hang it down because it's easier to throw it back up when you're tying it back down. The cover is, it's pretty thick plastic material. I haven't had any kind of rips or anything like that. It doesn't seem like anything's getting, super damaged or anything. For the ladder, there is an extra piece there to kind of protect the cover just a little bit more. But whenever I've got it all closed up on the tent, I don't have a single issue with water getting inside of it that I've noticed. Like I said, never had a mold problem. I got a buddy that told me, he's like, the first thing you do when you buy one of these is to hose it down and hose it down and hose it down just to see if it is leaking or if there are any leaked problems. But for the most part, I'm super happy with this tent. It's been holding up good. I think it'll be a while before we even consider upgrading it, just because it has been such a good tent. So anyway, if you have any questions, I guess I better mention the pad, huh? So it is like about a 2-inch foam pad. It's not memory foam. I've always heard not to use memory foam because it gets really hard in the cold weather. So this is just foam. I've taken that off once and washed it. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So I think I'm going to just get a sheet that holds over that. You can get an annex to cover in this whole area. It'll zip up all the way around, but I don't know. Part of me would like to get one of those. The other part of me wouldn't, just because it's something else you got to haul around. So I may end up getting one, seeing what it's like, and using it for a while. And it's I think $300 to add the annex. But overall, super happy with this tent. I think it's been great. I think it's perfect. I've never took the rainfly completely off, but you can if you want to, and just kind of have, I guess, more airflow. I'm just concerned with doing that because I don't want to have any condensation getting inside the tent, so I just leave it up there. But overall, I'm really happy with this tent. I think it's great. If you have any questions or would like to know something specifically about them, please let me know.